Buenos dias, bon dia, bonjour, hello, que onda? My name is Jacir Ortega and I'm a professor in the making at the Ontario Institute for Studies in Education at the University of Toronto in the program of Language and Literacy Education. My main research interests are at the intersection of social justice, plurilingualism, and language teaching. I have a question for you today. Would you allow your English students to use their home language in class? Well, let me tell you a story from my fieldwork in Latin America. In 2018, I went to Colombia as part of my ethnographic study in one school. I spent most of the time in one of the 3 English classes, and after a while, I noticed the translanguaging strategies teachers were using to support their students to make meaning and accomplish the tasks. In a country in which ideologies of English only are around the corner in private schools, which also permeate to public schools, I've noticed how students were allowed to use Spanish whenever necessary during various English presentations. During my observations, I noticed how students were more willing to speak and learn more English, but overall how they felt motivated to continue not only learning English but using the skills to talk about their problems their community face on a regular basis. I also noticed how some of the classes will focus on making vocabulary comparisons not only with the American, Canadian, British, Australian cultures, but within other Colombian cultures and other foreign cultures. I then realized how culture has been put at the center of the learning process in what I call transculturalización, a phenomenon that I have also seen in ESL classes in the United States and Canada, and I'm pretty sure somewhere else. I invite you to read and share my article for profile, since I not only aim at English teachers in Colombia, but others in Latin America, and others in international context as well. Following the work of Ofelia Garcia, Enrica Picardo, and others, I have suggested that plurilingualism and translanguaging are key concepts for the teaching of English, as I hope to extend the conversation to move from monolithic frameworks of learning languages from monolingualism, bilingualism, multilingualism, plurilingualism, to a more ecological, dynamic, fluid, and synergic processes that uses transculturalización as one of the many possibilities for a paradigm shift in language pedagogy. In this way, we will ensure equitable pathways for all students to successfully learn and value their own languages, including indigenous languages, as they learn English. So when a student comes to you and asks you, "Teacher, ¿puedo hablar en español? Or I can use my home language?" The answer is a convincing, sí, yes, sure, why not? Of course.